Forest Within or Forest Without on his other account tweeted at Griffin one time, and they had that kind of debate on Twitter, and then instantly Griffin's like, oh yeah, Pantheon strong, and he has all these Pantheon games, and he has had quite a few very strong Pantheon games as well for Griffin. So all pretty easy so far. He got both melee minions in time back to the wave, not just experience, got the gold as well. So good job here for Quad.
Tower shots, double tower shot taken by Palafox. Quad had his Q stun prepped, or maybe it was a W, I'm not sure. We didn't see what spell he actually leveled, but Palafox went for a trade and did get stunned there, and now Palafox takes 2 tower shots, loses his flash, and he's going to be sent back to base.
I think we got to get a replay. So oftentimes we do replays for kills, but
here we go.
Yeah, we got to see this because he got tower aggro too. So he goes for an auto and immediately gets stunned as he's trying to hop backwards.
Greedy boy there gets punished. Is Masu going to trade out the barrier? The heal is traded back on the other side from Ignar. This scuttle, Griffin going to be looking to secure it, does secure it. XU goes in. Now Palafox actually going to be the first to arrive. Quad there trying to give some support, but Griffin going to have to flash out. Will survive, of course, but does get the double scuttle and looks to reset.
Yeah, needs a bit more experience here to take over.
We're going to see Between Worlds as Palafox gets flashed on by Quad, and Quad, last auto coming through. The Tibbers burn, cannot quite get in range. Palafox will survive, and on the top side, Gakkos will not be so lucky, or will he? The last Electro Harpoon barely misses, and Gakkos gets out with his life.
Like the early XU path that you're talking about, then make an effort.
They're going to go in. The Grand Starfall comes in, and the ward was not enough. First blood claimed by Griffin as Gakkos set it up. I was also going to mention, I think it's actually a really good Serpents game for Gakkos when you're thinking about Scrap Shield. You have, Masu going to shift right into that, gets stunned up. He does not have cleanse. The peel's coming through. The barrier's there. The Grand Starfall, the Tibbers, everything getting thrown on XU. And XU barely has the damage to finish off Masu, but will be traded back. And now Palafox coming in. He goes across the Veil. He's going to go Between Worlds as well. Looking to turn around on him is FlyQuest. They're trying to focus down Palafox, but they can't quite do it. Griffin has to flash out. FBI flashes over the wall, looking to try to finish him off, but Griffin is fighting. Palafox comes in to back him up. The Lulu shields are there. They can't knock down FBI, but Gakkos on the top side. Flash back from Photon is not enough to keep him safe. Gakkos gets one back on the other side of the map. And you have to give them the respect for that. So this is the power rankings in the middle, the initial power rankings from the LCS broadcast. So they're going to look for a pick here onto Cryogen. He is going to get knocked up, CC down. That should be an easy kill.
Ezreal's pretty hard to hit, even though that was actually his successful arrow.
Yep, exactly. And now Tibbers going to get dropped again onto Photon, and this time Griffin is here. Photon could be in some trouble. Teleport coming up, but Dignitas is ready to respond. The Ambessa is going to be TPing in the middle of the team, and so is TP on the top side as Palafox getting chunked down. Cryogen arrives. Photon's going back to base. XU is in a world of trouble. Has to flash away from the Encore, but going to get stunned up and knocked down. Gakkos gets another, and he wants more. Griffin flashes forward. Palafox goes Between Worlds as Gakkos flashes past the tower. Masu has arrived, and FlyQuest are still chasing them, but FBI is arriving on the scene here. Masu and Griffin should be able to walk this one out. Ignar trying to stop Gakkos. He is able to stop the base. Gakkos has to run because the teleport is coming back in here from Photon, but he doesn't have his equalizer, so I think that's going to be the end of things. Going to be looking to crash this in mid lane. That is a healthy tower, but instead they're going to turn towards the dragon here as FlyQuest is trying to go for their third dragon. XU going to be heading into the middle of the team. The Ash Arrow is going to go splitting the uprates, and on the side, Palafox gets caught, and Palafox gets killed by Quad. The dragon is taken by FlyQuest, and the fight looks to be going their way, but FBI trying to turn things around. Gets Gakkos low. FlyQuest, though, not done yet. Masu shifts forward. That was way too aggressive. Has to pop the barrier, has to pop the flash. FlyQuest should just leave there low on health. They got the dragon, but Masu getting punished for a very aggressive shift in.
It was a long Rift Herald drive down to
Masu face-checking XU, but will shift back over the wall. Flag drag does not connect, but the Cataclysm indeed will, and this time the arrow nailed again onto Masu.
No sums.
Keeps firing by Quad. Maybe Masu's the target.
Yep. Quad's a little bit harder to pin down. Masu, wait, is he though?
Uh-oh. Quad looking to try to get out of here. Palafox goes Between Worlds. In comes Griffin trying to back up Quad. Quad tries to run over the wall, but does get killed off there by Palafox, who now has the reset. On the other side, Gakkos is just pushing down bot lane. Yeah, it looks like they want to maybe try to start something. They were grouped very heavily, trying to fight for a vision. Masu Forced to shift back over the wall, and the arrow comes out. Nicely buffered there by Griffin, but the equalizers drop behind him. He has to flash out. In comes Palafox, the encore across multiple members, but in the backline is XU knocking down Cryogen. Quad is on the side, getting one back. Gakgos kills off one, and all of a sudden the wheels fall off for Dignitas. XU still alive, as is Palafox, but that is 3 kills for just the Seraphine, and XU might just get chased down. Quad gonna stun him up. Masu coming in on the side, and Gakgos looking to flank in behind him. I don't know if XU has any way out of this. He will be knocked down by FlyQuest, and now it is Baron on the table. Palafox around, has his flash, has his ult, but Griffin's just going to ult right back in and start this up. Palafox trying to chunk them down. Does get a bit of damage down on the Griffin, but I just can't see how he can approach and make this happen. Feels that he has to try for it, though. Throws out the twofold Hex, looking to get some damage down, but is stunned up there by Quad. In comes the True Shot Barrage. Palafox put incredibly low, and that is going to be the end of any shot to contest. FlyQuest without Smite claim the Baron here.
Some sort of flank here, but even if they got that, he might just be dying.
Oh, Palafox tried to go for it. Insta McHale's from Ignar is not enough to save him, and Gakgos in the backline looking for the Ashe. The encore connects, and FBI has sang his final song, knocked down by FlyQuest, as Palafox just kind of wandered through the team there. Didn't even look like he was going for damage. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe a little bit of mispathing, but FlyQuest, I think they're going to claim the game right off that.
It's looking good. Gakgos leading the charge here for FlyQuest in game number 1.
FlyQuest marching on the Nexus here. It's Photon and XU trying to make something happen. The Cataclysm comes out, but just going to donate another kill to Gakgos. 5-0-4 on the Mbessa, looking so strong on the carries. The equalizer is going to get dropped just to pad the damage numbers a little bit, but FlyQuest will eventually knock this Nexus down and claim game 1 against Dignitas.
Really good stuff, especially from the FlyQuest solo laners. Griffin having a very good time himself too.